Welcome to Frontrunner Motorsport.
So Fernando Alonso wants to come crawling back to Formula 1. Does anyone want him to come back? I'm not really shocked. His so-called retirement was kind of underwhelming in a I'm not really done here kind of way. So is he still going to chase this triple crown of motorsport? I can't see any team letting him take time off to go race at the Indy 500. I was surprised McLaren let him. So if he doesn't win at Indy this year, is he giving up on it or just putting it on hold? He's already won Le Mans twice, so he can cross that one off the list. But he seems to think he has unfinished business in Formula 1. It doesn't matter to Fernando Alonso that he has won 2 world championships and 32 races. I guess it bothers him that he had 12 unsuccessful seasons after his last world championship win. I say unsuccessful, he finished 3rd in 2007 and 2nd 3 times. Pretty good by anyone else's standards, but not Fernando Alonso's. And to make things worse, his last 4 years in Formula 1 with McLaren were absolutely torrid. A best 10th in the overall standings and a best 5th place, which he did on a few occasions. The last time Fernando Alonso was on a Formula 1 podium was China in 2014 for Ferrari, nearly 6 years ago. For a driver of Alonso's calibre, that is pretty sad, and now he wants to come back and try to make a success of it all. End his long career on a high. It's a bit of a gamble, especially with the rule changes in 2021. There is a strong possibility that he could end up at a worse team and spend his comeback like Kubica at the back in a car not capable of showing the driver's true talents. I'm not even sure what his options are. McLaren have improved and could eventually have a race-winning car potentially, but why would they want to get rid of the younger Sainz and Norris, who both performed incredibly well last year? If Vettel retires in 2020, then a Ferrari seat is an option, but with Leclerc confirmed, Alonso won't have it all his own way, and we know he doesn't play well with younger drivers who compete on equal terms with him. If Hamilton leaves Mercedes or if they get rid of Bottas, then that seat may open to Alonso, and he is a talented champion who could partner Russell if Mercedes have a complete lineup change. Seems unlikely to me though. To me, Hamilton is holding out on a new contract and openly talking to Ferrari to get a better deal from Mercedes. Why would he want to leave the Mercedes team that has made it all so easy for him, and why would Mercedes want to lose a competent driver like Hamilton? The Ferrari name is tempting enough in Formula 1, but I don't see Hamilton joining the Scuderia anytime soon. Renault could be an option if Ricciardo leaves, but there's no proof they're going to be capable of winning races anytime soon. Red Bull very rarely hire outside of their own driver program, so it's doubtful he'll end up there. He's not going to want to join Aston Martin, Alfa Romeo or Haas, because they're not front-running teams, and Williams he would just laugh at. That leaves any new teams that might join the grid. There's talks that Campos is joining the Formula 1 grid in 2021. A Spanish team would surely appeal to a Spanish driver, but it will be a long-term project. It is highly unlikely Campos would be quick and capable of winning straight out of the gate. It could take years, if ever. So even that will not appeal to someone so desperate to win again and save his legacy like Fernando Alonso. This is what he had to say. Formula 1 is unfinished business because people think that we deserved more than we achieved, especially in the last few years. In my museum there are cabinets with lots of trophies but nothing recently, and that seems a bit weird. There is no doubt that Fernando Alonso has a massive ego and thinks very highly of himself. But honestly, he should. He is a popular driver amongst the masses of Formula 1 fans, and I'm sure the majority will be happy for him to be back. He's the guy who ended the tyrannical reign of Michael Schumacher, who looked unbeatable until the young Spaniard, beat him. Can history repeat itself? And Alonso rides in on a white horse and ends the tyrannical reign of Lewis Hamilton? I guess we'll have to wait and see. The 2021 season is hotting up to be an exciting one. And with that, leave your thoughts down below in the comments. I do reply to pretty much all of them. Subscribe whilst you're down there, and most of all, have a good one.